Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Book. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Lions, nothing.
after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's second and a yard. On the handoff, this is Swift.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Book now. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. On second down, Swift. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Good work, boys. Let's go. And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw his Book. Got an open man, it's Rattling. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Book. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Damian Radley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Book. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Joel Bitonio. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Play fake. Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
They'll try and throw for it. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
first down. Swift. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Swift. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. John Johnson, leading tackler for the Rams last year, in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Book. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Looking to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Chubb will have the first down and much more. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Lions Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Throwing again on second down. Book. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Book now to throw on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Browns drive about to get started. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And down to the 29-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 8 coming up. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. To throw, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Able to push his way through. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Browns. Jarvis Landry. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. third down. Here comes Swift. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Book. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The last 3 plays have resulted in gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards here.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw his Book. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. First down, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 115 yards on the ground for him so far. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Book. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Book now. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Book. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense, and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I noticed you used the word sparked.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Escaping the pressure right. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Lions on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Trey Flowers leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
56, the mark boy, 56, check 56. Watch your slant, watch your slant, watch your slant.
Book now to throw on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Book. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Book to throw for it here on fourth. One thing I think, and my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like that? This is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down throw for Book. He'll get this off to Swift. That catch good for only a couple. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Looking to throw again on second down. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. This is the tight end, Njoku. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They've been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Single, slot. 25's on the bone, 25's on the bone. 2 times.
And for Mayfield, this could be a free play. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. And we'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Book. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. Following the interception, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, add 1 more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll have a quick turnaround.